Go to mybookie.ag, use that promo code WEIGHING, and they'll give you additional spending cash with your first initial deposit. Okay, so there's days, we've talked about this a bunch of times. There's days you show up, but you feel like you just don't have it. And I felt like right from the get, Max seemed a little slower. Seemed like he was hesitant. He seemed like he just couldn't get off. I don't know what it was, but he was not on point last night. He was throwing ones, maybe twos. He wasn't throwing combinations. He was letting Volkanovski run away with it in terms of also in the phone booth.
Was
putting the combinations together clean.
Boy, you're right. You're right about that. But I'm just going to say he wasn't letting Volkanovski do anything. Volkanovski was doing what he wanted.
That's true.
I'm gonna say it right now, and I'm gonna get slammed, and that's okay. Kamaru Usman's a phenomenal fighter. Volkanovski is the pound for pound best fighter there is right now. He dominates great fighters, and nothing against Kamaru. He's great. He's had the great knockout against Masvidal. Had the great first win against Colby. Colby did okay in the second fight, and that can happen the same as what happened with Max and Volkanovski. But Volkanovski ends up winning that, I guess. But you take a look from that fight, and take a look at who Volkanovski has fought, and take a look at how easily he has dispatched of really good fighters. Now, I'll go with Ortega had him in the choke. Dude.
Which one? The guillotine or the triangle? He was in both very deep.
The first one was the guillotine, and it was freaking Josh. That was top side fucking. I mean, he just willed his way through that. He will not give in. The guy has gotten so much better since he's become champion. Mm-hmm. He's a much better fighter now than when he first fought Max Holloway and took that title. And he's gotten faster. His combinations are better. If you go and watch his first fight against Max, the speed was fairly close. You look at his second fight with Max, it wasn't even close. He was so much faster. He was more accurate. He just did whatever he wanted. Right now, and I go off of, the most stacked weight division. I go with bantamweight. Featherweight is right there. It's the next. He's dominating. They put Max in there for a third time, based upon he can beat everybody.
Yeah,
he beat Yair Rodriguez. He beat Calvin Kattar. He beats these guys, and he beats him. The Calvin Kattar fight. He beat Calvin. I mean, so handily and so beautifully done as far as what he can do. And when we talked, I said, look, the only way that Max wins this fight is if he has that type of fight that he had with Calvin. He's got to have that kind of output. And it's exactly what you're saying is that output wasn't even close. He was throwing 4s, 5s, and 6s in that Calvin Kattar fight. You barely saw 1, 2, or 3.
Well, Volk made it very clear, and he's said this multiple times, but the one time that he said it after the Kattar fight was like, he never looks that good against me. And there's a reason why. Because the speed of Volk, the combinations inside the phone booth, he makes it a dirty, grimy fight. He doesn't allow Max to set up his combination. He doesn't allow Max to just pick him apart, point at him, and throw punches and combinations. He doesn't do that. He takes the fight to him. Max steps in, I step in too, and he's got fast, tight hands in that phone booth. He was throwing uppercut, left hook, right hook, and then stepping out and throwing again. I was like,
he does not get hit that much.
No,
he really doesn't, man. You look, take a look at what's landing, and you'll see it's glancing off of the glove, glancing off the arm, glancing off the shoulder. He doesn't take solid shots. He's defensively very good. He's not this brawler. He is a very technical stand-up fighter.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I
think
can
he's
get
fantastic. Remember, I said
I'm
never voting. I'm not betting against Alexander Volkanovski anymore, and I did not. And look at he's that good.
I'm going to get behind what you started this conversation off, but is that he's the pound for pound best fighter right now in the UFC.
He is.
I can get behind that. Because, and nothing against Usman, nothing against whoever else is below there, and nothing against them. But like you said, he isn't in one of the most. I'd say he's the number 2 stacked division right now. It goes bantamweight, then I think it goes featherweight, then I think it goes lightweight, maybe welterweight after that, and the rest are all just big heavyweight guys, and no one cares. But then now you get down below to where all the talent is, the lighter guys. No, definitely. I think that he's probably the pound for pound guy right now. Nothing, like you said, nothing against Usman.
No, nothing at all. I mean, I'm not.
He's making it look easy. That's the thing, though, John. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. He's had to deal with some controversy. He's had to deal with some issues. You know, in the Ortega fight, the guillotine, the triangle, they were so tight. You can see the pain, the grimacing, trying to get through those submissions. He fought through that adversity, made his way through it, ends up finishing the fight spectacularly. Like, he did the same thing here. He wanted to make sure that there was nothing left to talk about after this fight. And he made sure it's not even close anymore. It's not even close.
Yep.
There's no one else. There's no one else in that division. Him and Emmett will be a good fight. Like, in terms of Emmett's I get it. I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I do. But Max doesn't have I don't think Max ever had the power to knock him out.
I agree with you.
Emmett's got the power to knock him out. But I think Volk's going to try to wrestle a little bit, and he's got the quicker hands.
He's got
Volk with the quicker hands inside a phone booth. But if you get into exchanges,
he throws much shorter shots overall.
Yeah.
Tighter, shorter.
Cleaner.
Yeah, exactly. And those shots are going to get there before Emmett's touch, and that's the problem for him.
Those two guys, though, even with the Yang Song Yadong or whatever, that guy too. Song Yadong. He's got power as well. Let's not forget about him. I know he's got a ways to go until he gets to a title shot. I think he's number 6 or 7 right now. But I look at Josh Emmett. I look at him. Style, body-wise, speed-wise, I give it to Volk. Power-wise, I give it to Emmett. Wrestling-wise, I give it to Emmett. So it could end up being forced to be a standing fight. The timing, though, of which Volkanovski shoots, he's on point. He may be able to sneak a takedown or two and make Emmett fight off of his back, make him uncomfortable. Wrestlers never like to be on their back.
One of the things that Volk is very good with, his kicks, the timing of his kicks, the placement of his kicks, and Josh does not really kick a lot. He's more of a straight boxing stand-up style. He'll kick every now and then, but I mean, I don't know. I just look, and that performance, you look at it and you go, you can't ask for anything, because look, he's beating a guy that is just a dynamite fighter. Yep. And a guy that right now he can beat anyone. You know, we've talked before. You know, I'll say it straight up. Patricio Pitbull, power wise, he can be with Volkanovski. Speed wise, he can't.
No.
Speed wise, he can't. Volkanovski's too fast for him. Go to breathefume.com/weighing in and use the promo code weighing in to get 10% off right now.
100% agree. Nah, look it.